Very good morning to the team and welcome to the TriTech Software Training Programs team. And the training program is conducted by the TriTech Software Training Institute, and this training program is about Oracle Fusion Finance Cloud. And I'm Abhishek, I'm the official trainer for this training batch. Now, team, let me bring to your attention the objective of this training. So the objective here is how to land upon a high paying job as a beginner without coding knowledge and without a non-IT background. So here team, I would like to highlight that we have a mixed match of population here in this batch where we have students who have recently completed their graduations and post graduations, and now as a fresher they are willing to become a part of Oracle Fusion ERP platform. And also we have some of the students who already are working, who have the working experience whether in Oracle or whether in some other platform, and now they are willing to join the Oracle domain, right? So this training program is being conducted for both the sides, means for the freshers as well as the experienced students. Now, one more important point here, team, is no coding required, right? So as I mentioned here, without any coding knowledge and a non-IT background, means even as a career path, if you don't have an IT background, you have not covered it through during your academics also, that is also fine. The training program has been designed in such a way where even if you don't have an IT background, you don't have a coding knowledge, still you'll be able to learn about this product, which is Oracle Fusion Financials. And this particular meeting today is the demo session for Oracle Fusion's Cloud, which is conducted for today and which is going to help you to understand the overall scope of training, to understand the overall product, and it will also help you to take a decision to join this training program. Now, as mentioned before, the training program is conducted by the TriTech Software Training Program. We as an institute is there in the market for the last 20 years, and successfully we have done multiple training programs, whether it's for financials, whether for supply chain, whether for human capital management. And this is something that we have an expertise in, and we have conducted multiple batches for the students, freshers, as well as even for the various corporate employees who are using Oracle Fusion. This is our official website, which is mentioned here. And this is the contact number that you can use in case you want to have any kind of correspondence with the team. Now, team, let me give you a brief introduction about myself. So, my name is Abhishek Kumar. I'm an Oracle certified implementation consultant, and I have an overall 12 plus years of experience in Oracle consulting. And during this tenure, what I have done is I have implemented more than 10 projects in various regions and legislations, including US, UK, Middle East, Singapore, Australia, and also I've worked in multiple support projects. Now, especially for the fresher students, it is very important to understand as of now what is implementation, what is support. So basically, the product that we are talking about is Oracle Fusion, and within Fusion, we are talking about financials, right? So any business organization who's using this product, so the product needs to be implemented in the organization as per the business requirement, as per the business processes, and the whole process is called the implementation. Whereas when we talk about the support, that means when the organizations are using the product, any kind of product related support that we provide is covered under the support projects. Now, also in terms of training, I have delivered more than 13 plus training programs for the as a corporate trainer, which means all the organizations that is already using this product. So to their employees, I have delivered the training in terms of Oracle Fusion Financials, and also 20 plus training batches I have done. So since last 4 or 5 years, I'm doing this, and I have delivered more than 20 training batches successfully. And multiple of students from our training batches are now working in various business organizations. Now, during this tenure, I have worked with various big organizations like Deloitte, Oracle, EY, PwC, and multiple other organizations. And in terms of the consulting certifications, I am a certified consultant from the Oracle University. Now, moving to the next part here, some of the do's and don'ts. So these are some of the basic criteria that we normally suggest to our students so that effectively we can conduct our sessions. So first thing here is the meetings being recorded, and what we will be doing here, the admin team is already recording the meeting, and the recordings of the meeting will be shared on the official platform of the TriTrack, and it will be shared across all the students. Now, during this tenure, you are requested to be on mute so that uh, we can complete our agenda within the given time limit. And also, in case you have any questions, so the Zoom chat session is already active, so you can place your questions, doubts, and queries about the training program and anything related to career path and all. You can type your question in the Zoom chat. So at the end of this session, we have a dedicated question and answer round where we are, in terms of our admin team, along with me, will be happy to assist you in terms of whole kind of queries, whether it's product related, training related, or career related. All right, team. So with this, let's move to the agenda. Let's understand what is the agenda that we have in today's meeting, right? So we'll start with the introduction of ERP, right? The first thing here is we need to understand, especially this is going to be for the freshers who are totally new to the concept. So we'll understand what is an ERP as a concept, as a domain, what is ERP. We'll deep dive into the concept where we'll understand what is the overall architecture of ERP, how Oracle fits into this architecture, and how Oracle Fusion application was developed. So Fusion application is the product that we'll be talking about here. And what is Fusion application? We'll understand in detail what is the usage of this application, why it was developed, what kind of business utility it has, right? And then we'll understand why we need to learn Oracle Fusion Financial. So we are here in this training program for a reason. What is that reason? Why Oracle Fusion Financial is one of the leading technologies in the market? What is the need to learn Oracle Fusion Financials, right? Then we'll understand some of the core features of the Oracle Fusion Financial, wherein we will be deep diving in the concept. We'll understand what all things are there, what are the segments are there as a part of Oracle Fusion Financial, and that is something which is going to help you to understand the overall Fusion Financials in a segregated way, so that you can understand what is it that I'm going to do after learning this product. Then we'll talk about the market position of the Oracle Fusion Financial. What is the current market position? What is making it is one of the leading technologies in the market, right? So all those things we'll be covering here. We'll be looking into the types of industry involved, right? So in what all industries the product is serving as of now, and what all industries are effectively using to monitor to use their business process or to record their business process in terms of this fusion application. So all those industry will be having look into, and then we'll be talking about some of the companies who are effectively using Oracle Fusion Financial. After that, what we'll be doing here is we'll be talking about some of the key features and benefits of Oracle Fusion. So these are some of the recorded benefits. Recorded benefits means these are something which has been generated to various businesses, and as a part of the case study, Oracle itself has identified that based on the usage of this product, what are some of the key features and benefits that was gained by the various business organizations. Then one of the very important point that we'll be talking about here is going to be your scope of training. So we'll understand what exactly we are going to cover as a part of this training program, how we are going to cover as a part of this training program, what are going to be the timelines and all. So all those things we'll be talking about here. Now within this, we'll also be covering all the modules, means all the subject areas that is going to be there in this training program. So that is effectively going to help you to understand the detailed scope of training here. Then one of the key points here is this one, which is understanding Oracle work profiles and roles, right? So this is especially for the fresher students where they would like to know is what kind of job profiles we can look into the market, what kind of roles where we'll be fitting in after we have successfully completed this training program. So all those areas will be covering here. And then we'll be talking about why to choose TriTrack. What is making TriTrack as one of the leading platforms in the market in terms of Oracle Fusion Financials training. So that is something we'll be covering here. And then we'll be having a dedicated question and answer round where we'll be taking into consideration all the queries that you have in terms of this training, in terms of product, in terms of career. So those things will be covering here, right? So this is going to be a long agenda as such, but one by one we'll be covering here in this session. And at the end of the session, the objective is you will be in a position to understand the overall scope of training. You will be in a position to take an effective decision on the enrollment of this training program. All right, team. So with this, let's begin with the today's agenda, where we'll start first with the enterprise resource planning. Now, the first thing here is, as I mentioned, we have a mixed match of population. So to the extent possible, I'll be using the terminology which is not product specific, but which is kind of like layman specific terminology, which is going to help you to understand the overall concept, right? So let's begin with the enterprise resource planning, or ERP, what it stands for, or what actually the term is related to. So as mentioned here, ERP stands for enterprise resource planning. Now, almost every one of you have gone through this term ERP nowadays. Everywhere the term which is used for the softwares and applications is ERP. The application should be ERP, or ERP applications are leading in the market and all. So what is an ERP application? So ERP application is a business process management software, right? So let's break it out. Business process management means where every business has multiple business processes. So it is not going to be the case like, let's say we have a business where it's manufacturing something, some goods, or some raw materials, or some finished goods. So only manufacturing in activities involved in the business. There are multiple other activities parallelly going into the business, like manufacturing, maintenance of inventory, where inventory of raw material finished goods are maintained, services where you are taking up various services from various suppliers, you are providing services to various customers, human resources, one of the very critical activities where employee related activities are done, purchasing, AMRP, customer resource management, sales activity, and including the financial activities, right? So each and every business organization, whether it's a small scale, mid scale, or large scale, you see there are multiple activities which are carried on in the business at a given point of time. Now, maybe the case, the scale may be high or low in terms of various activities, but it is always going to be a combination of multiple activities or multiple business processes that goes on in a business, and that needs to be managed in terms of an application, right? So when we talk about the ERP, it's a business process management software, right? That manages and integrates a company financial, right? The financial is one of the area, supply chain, your production, inventory, and all, supply chain operations, your commerce, your commerce means financials, your reporting, right? Various kind of reporting that you do, internal, external reportings, internal reporting for the management, external reporting to the various statutory authorities, any manufacturing, any human resources activity. So the overall, if we summarize this overall concept, ERP is a platform, is a software which is used to manage the overall business process activities happening across the business organization, right? So very easy to understand. Now, uh, one of the examples we have given here in terms of various activities that goes on around the business. Then what are these? These are some of the leading players in the market who are involved in the ERP applications. Means these companies have created their own ERP applications. Those are working in the market. Various business organization is using these applications, right? So some of the example here is Oracle, yes, for sure. Then we have Sage, SAP, Iris, United, even Microsoft we have, and multiple other companies, small, mid-sized, large-sized companies we have who are there for the in the ERP market, right? Now, now we have an understanding of the ERP. Now let's understand the overall architecture of the ERP. Means what are the key components of the ERP and what is going to be relevant for us, right? So first thing is ERP. We understand it's a business process management software, right? Which includes your financial, human resources, supply chain activities, and all. Now, what is relevant for us is Oracle here. So, what is Oracle? Oracle is one of the leading organization which is involved in the development and deployment of the ERP solution. So, one of the leading companies is a US-based tech companies who have actively involved since 2000s uh, in the uh, development deployment of the various ERP solutions. Okay. Now within Oracle, what specifically we'll be talking about is Oracle Fusion. So Fusion is one of the product or software application which is developed by Oracle Corporation. It's the leading cloud-based ERP product available in the market globally, right? So some of the key things that we need to understand is cloud-based ERP, right? So this product is going to be a cloud-based product in comparison to the previous version or in comparison to the other uh, platforms available in the market where multiple products we have which are non-cloud based means those need to be managed at the business level. Now, in comparison to that, this is going to be a cloud-based product which is globally available in the market. Now, within Oracle Fusion team, what we are going to understand here is Oracle Fusion financials, right? So we are here to be a part of a training program which is all around financials. Uh, as you know, ERP do contains multiple subject areas, whether it's financial, human resources, supply chain management, and we are here to take a training on the Oracle Fusion financial part, right? So as a part of Oracle Fusion product, we have finance-related business process which are taken care as a part of Oracle Fusion financials. Now, within financials, we'll be looking into multiple subject areas and all when we deep dive into that part, right? Now, what we exactly talking about here is the business implementation, means how to design a product, how to configure a product as per the business requirement, so that at the end of the day we have a product which is as per the business requirements available for the end users to be used here, right? So this is the overall architecture or overall components that we are going to cover as a part of this training program. Just a summarized point of view, right? We'll be deep diving into this. We'll understand the individual concepts here. Now, team, let me take you into a little bit history of the evolution of Oracle Fusion application, that how it got evolved when it was developed and all. Right. So the Fusion application was launched in September 2010. Right. So this application developed by Oracle Corporation, which is a United States-based tech company, developed this application in the year 2010, and then it was released in the open world for the actual business adoption in the year 2011. Now I have mentioned that Oracle is involved in the development and deployment of ERP product since 2000 and way before that also. So, but here it is mentioned 2010 it came into picture Oracle Fusion. So, what was there before that? So, before that, non-cloud based platforms was available from the Oracle side, right? But cloud-based platform was introduced in the year 2010 and released in 2011. Now, here this application is a combination of various features and functionalities of the best ERP platforms available at that time. Correct. Which means that at that point of time, whatever the various business platforms or business softwares that were available, which were having expertise in certain subject areas, so all those were combined into one single application, Oracle Fusion Cloud, and then it was introduced in the open market. Now, many of you are aware of this terminology, e-business suite, right? This is one of the application by Oracle, JD Edwards, one of the application, PeopleSoft, Sable, right? So these were various applications, segregated applications, which were having expertise in specific subject areas. These were individual applications which were available in the market. All those were combined into one application, which was a cloud-based application. Name of the application is Oracle Fusion. Now, application works on the cloud platform. It's a totally cloud-based platform that we have. So a bit on cloud. So what is cloud-based platform? Cloud-based platform means the one which is available on the web, so that anywhere where you have the access of the web, you just need a machine, means laptop or desktop, or even mobile device, and then you should be having the access of the internet or web. Once you have those access, then you'll be able to use this application. So now it is as simple as just using a internet services instead of the previous versions where it has to be first installed in the application, multiple licenses used to be procured, and those things were required to be done. It was time consuming, uh, it required a lot of efforts and all. Now it is a very simple one. On the very first day, you can start using the application. There's no installation, nothing needs to be done because it's a cloud-based platform. Now, more in terms of evolution of Oracle Fusion. So these are the various applications that we were talking about: Oracle E-Business Suite, PeopleSoft Enterprise, VD Adverse Enterprise, right? So here you can see these individual applications were having an expertise in the respective business area. For example, PeopleSoft were having expertise in the HRMS, human resources solutions. Edward was more into procurement and financials. People more into customer source management. Hyperion in terms of reporting. E-Business Suite was one of the software which is available in financial. All those were combined together into one application, which is Oracle Fusion application. Now, when I say team Oracle Fusion application, I don't mean only financial because it's an ERP application. It contains multiple business processes, whether it's financial, human resources, or supply chain. And the objective was that only to bring all the business related solutions into one application. And before that, was happening? Before that, there were no single application. So business used to go into multiple application, multiple softwares to maintain their various business activities, and that was very difficult for the business to maintain. Right, having multiple application, each application supporting individual business processes, so difficult to maintain from the business perspective. So then with that need, this ERP concept was evolved. The Fusion application was evolved here. So hope team this is clear. Now let's move a step next here and to understand the Oracle Fusion Financials concept. We'll start with a brief introduction of Oracle Fusion Financials. So, what is Oracle Fusion Financials? So, first, let's break this overall term into three parts: Oracle, the corporation who has developed; Fusion, name of the product or software; and Financial is the subject area that we are talking about to be covered in this training program. Now, what is Oracle Fusion Financials team? It's a cloud-based. First thing, cloud-based. It's an integrated financial management suite. So, one of the very important key term here is integrated. Integrated means this particular product has been integrated in terms of various business processes which are finance based as well as which are even non-finance based. Means this particular product is already integrated with other subject areas like human capital wherever it is required, supply chain wherever it is required, all financial subject area wherever it is required to be integrated. Those integrations has already been developed and it's a part of the product, right? Which means that the overall business activity now can be managed in a one single application, that too in an integrated manner. So you need not to go outside the application to get anything. All the data will be there in the single application, whether it's human capital, supply chain, financials, and all will be available for various reporting requirements. Right. Now, it's a part of Oracle Fusion Cloud ERP. That is something we have already covered. We know it. Now, one of the very important point here, which is it supports global accounting, right? So when we talk about the financial system, one of the key aspect of the financial system is accounting aspect, right? So it supports global accounting. And when we say global account, what does it mean? Across the globe, we have various countries. Various countries do have their own accounting requirement, and those accounting requirements are supported by this product, right? Now, along with the accounting requirement, it also supports various compliance requirements. Compliance means compliance in terms of various statutory laws. So each and every country has their own statutory laws, and the accounting and the financial Transactions should be at par or in compliance with the various accounting standards or various other statutory laws and all. So the system has been developed in such a way that it supports the global accounting. It makes sure the system is in compliance with various applicable statutory laws, and also at the same time real-time financial insight. It is capable of giving the business, the users, the real-time financial insights, means what is happening across the organization in terms of various financial activities. Right. Now, one of the various very important point, which is the latest one here, is it is built on Oracle Cloud platform with automation and AI driven features. Now you see the current, what is currently in demand is automation and AI. Right. So also it has been taken care from the Oracle side that wherever and whenever any kind of automation, any kind of AI based enhancement is required to be introduced within the product, so those things are already embedded in the product, and it's an ongoing process which is happening, whereas various AI features are being introduced in the application, right? To make sure that the product is at par with the latest development in terms of the technology, right? So these are some of the very important points in terms of Oracle Fusion financial applications, and that is going to help you to understand the overall scope of application, that how the application works, whether the application is upgraded as per the latest technological developments and all. So answer is yes. Now, the next point here, which is again going to be important point in terms of the all the students who are part of the training program. So why to learn Oracle Fusion Financial is the point here. So what is the need of learning this? So first thing here is, well, first and foremost is high global demand across the market for Oracle Fusion Cloud professionals, right? So anywhere if you see or if you explore even on the web, the scope of work or the global opportunities, right? I'm saying global, I'm not saying only in specific country. It's a global requirement which is there, global demand which is there for Oracle Cloud ERP professionals. So those professionals who know how to use the application, how to use the software, how to configure the software, very high demand globally there. So even if you want to become a part of Oracle Consulting in any other country, you want a global exposure, right? So this is where you need to learn Oracle Fusion Financial. Now, secondly, here it is suitable for finance, it is suitable for accounting, it is suitable for ERP consultants and technical analytics, which means that Oracle Fusion Financial is going to help you to understand the overall financial part of a business organization, overall accounting part, and in terms of ERP consultant, and technical analytics, this training program is going to be very effective to have a detailed, in-depth understanding of the product. Number three here is, as a part of the training program, one of the important thing here is automation to reduce the manual tasks. So here, as a part of this training program in Oracle Fusion Financial, we'll be learning what are the automation features available in the application to minimize the manual efforts in terms of various businesses, right? And fourth one here is, which is last and not the least here, is offer strong career path, right? So this is the ultimate objective of this training program team, where we want the students to learn Oracle Fusion Financial so that they can be a part of Oracle Fusion Financial consulting team, cloud ERP analyst, implementation specialist, and even the end users, right? These are various roles that I'm talking about in terms of the career opportunities. We'll be having a deep dive into this role to understand in detail like what kind of opportunity we can expect in terms of Oracle Fusion Financial domain. Now, with this theme, let me move to the next part here. And before moving to the next part, let me just give you a quick FYI, which is our admin team is already shared the details about this training program in terms of Google Form. So they'll be connecting with you over the chat. So feel free to connect with them. And in case you need any further details, please share the message over the Zoom chat, right? So you can use the link to fill the Google Forms to enroll to this training program. Yeah. Now, team, let's move to the next part here, which is core features of Oracle Fusion Financial. Now, the initial understanding of the ERP domain now we have. Within ERP domain, we had understanding of Oracle domain, what is Oracle company, what product it is developed, and what we exactly talking about in terms of the subject area, which is financial. Now let's move to some of the core features of Oracle Fusion Financials here. So one is centralized accounting hub. Now, as I mentioned, when it comes to the financial, accounting is an important part of the financials. So any financial transaction which is done within a given organization, which is recorded in this application, will lead to a financial accounting entry, and the product has a centralized accounting hub, which will understand in the upcoming slides, which is called a general ledger. It's a specific subject area where all the accounting entries are stored, and that can be further used for various kind of reports and analytics. Right. So this product has centralized accounting hub here. Then what next we have is something very important in terms of businesses, which is a real-time reporting and dashboards. So nowadays each and every business want real-time reporting to help them to take an effective decision on a timely basis. If any reporting which is not in real time, then the decision which will be taken will be time barred and may not be that effective, right? So each and every business would be looking into an application which is capable of giving the real-time insights of the business, as well as nowadays you see uh, the insights can be easily understood if it is presented in a presentable manner like dashboards, some graphs and presentations and all. So that is where Oracle Fusion Financial helps you to gain that real-time reporting and dashboard. Now, one of the key important feature or one of the key feature we can say here is automated invoice processing. So we have talked about something called AI-driven and machine learning AI-driven features and all. So one of the features here that is one of the core features that is automated invoice processing. So till the time this automation was not introduced, how it used to work, especially in case I'll give you one test case here is which is supplier invoicing. So supplier used to give the invoices and someone used to manually punch those invoices in the application. That was the manual way of doing that. But with the introduction of AI, with the introduction of machine learning feature, now system is capable enough where it can automatically process the invoice. So what it is going to do in nutshell, we'll understand this. It is capable of scanning the invoice. Based on the scanning, it is going to read the invoice. Based on that information, it is automatically going to create the supplier invoice. And that is just something which can be done in a fraction of seconds. This can be done in the application. Right. So this is one of the very important core feature of Oracle Fusion Financials. Now the next one here is advanced analytics using the OTBI. So the system is capable of giving you real-time reporting and dashboard, but along with that, there may be some requirements where the business wants custom report as per their requirements, as per their format, and they want specific set of information. So in that case, even we have tools available in the application inbuilt, which is capable of generating the custom reports as per the business requirement. Now, one of the very important point here from the business perspective, always any given business, whether it's a banking business, it's an IT business, or any other business which is using any application, always the expectation from the application will be strong internal controls. Means there should not be violation of any controls. There should not be any chances of making any fraudulent transactions in the application. And this is where the application makes sure that strong internal controls are maintained, proper audit capabilities are there, so timely audits can be done with the system, and as a result, proper or timely authority and responsibility can be set up to on various employees who are using the application, right? So this is one of the very uh, important point in terms where the business is looking into an application, using an application, so they always will look into an application which has strong internal controls and audit capabilities. Now again, As I mentioned, it's an ERP product, which means that it is going to support various business processes. So, integration with various business subject areas like procurement, project, supply chain management, human capital management. So, this product has been developed where it is made sure that various business processes which are interrelated to each other are already integrated within the application, right? So any business process, so like for example, human capital management, where we maintain the employee related details, right? Within that, we have something called salary calculation, the compensation calculation and all, right? So it is also related to the financial system where the corresponding accounting entries related to the salary payment should be available in terms of financials. So those business processes are already integrated. So it's an integrated business process solution which is available in terms of Oracle Fusion Financial. Right. These are some of the core features. We have multiple other features which are available in terms of Oracle Fusion Financials here in this application. Now, team, let's understand the current market position of Oracle Fusion Financials. So, here, Oracle Fusion Financial is a part of the cloud ERP suite, which is developed by Oracle. That is something we know. Highly demand across industry. So, the product has been designed in a way so it is not only restricted to specific industry. Means the product is not related to only banking industry. Multiple other industries. It supports the business solutions. Right. So there may be some specific software application which supports only, which is created only for banking application, which is created only for insurance sector, which is only created for manufacturing sector. But it is not the case with Oracle Fusion Financials. It is an application which is highly in demand across various business organizations, various industries, because of the reason they provide industry specific solution, right? In terms of Fusion application. Now, the second point here, in terms of the market position, which makes this uh, product one of the very popular product, one of the leading product in the global market, is flexibility and scalability. So, one of the disadvantages of other product available in the market is once it is procured, once it is being used, it cannot be further scalable. Let's say the size of the business has grown and now we want to upscale the overall product size, cannot be done in other product, but which is a kind of option which is available here in Oracle Fusion Financial, and which makes it one of the preferred product in the market, which is it is flexible as per the business requirement. Means any changes in the business requirement doesn't require the whole product to be replaced, but instead of the same product is flexible to incorporate all those business related changes. And scalability means if the business grows in size, business evolves from one year to another, the same application is scalable enough to handle the increased size of data in the application or increased business requirements in the application. Now, one of the very key point here is robust reporting capabilities, because now here, team, what we need to understand, there is a system which is capable of recording various financial transactions, but one of the important point that business will always be looking into is how efficient a system is in terms of various reporting. Means various type of reports, financial, non-financial reports can be generated from the application, and if answer is yes, can it be done with a ease? Answer is yes. And in case business has some custom report requirements, means their own specific business reporting requirements, can it be done in real time? Answer is yes. So it delivers comprehensive and insightful reporting tools that aid in decision making process. So ultimately, the usage of reporting is effective decision on a timely basis. So the product comes with predefined reports which are globally acceptable. Along with that, it has inbuilt tools which is capable of providing you with the custom reporting requirements. Right. So this makes this product one of the uh, preferred product in various industries, and adoption by mid to large enterprises, right? So with before uh, before the introduction of Oracle Fusion ERP, what was the case? The ERP application was something which was only meant to be adopted by larger business organizations. There was no scope of usage of ERP product application for the mid-sized business organization. But now, with the introduction of Oracle Fusion Cloud, the scope has been extended to mid-size. Even nowadays, small-size business organization is also capable of using the uh, ERP application, which is Oracle Fusion Financial. And how that was done? So the that was done because of this scalability functionality, where based on the business requirement, the application was upscale, downscale, so that various business organizations can adopt in a cost-effective manner, right? Because this was one of the reasons why only large-size business was adopting it before, because cost was one of the very important factors. But now even the cost is down, is on a lower side, so that even mid-size and small organization can uh, utilize this application, right? Now, some of the key industries who are involved in the usage of this application, right? So, various industries are involved. One of the key user of this technology of this product is the IT industry, which is technology and professional services. Healthcare also, the application is performing very well. Then you have manufacturing, government and public sector nowadays is also using Oracle Fusion Financial for applications. Then you have telecommunication centers, financial services, shipping, logistic, business, retails, and various other industries. Right. So these are some of the key industries which globally plays a very important role or has a significant percentage in the overall global business market. Right. And those are very effectively using Oracle Fusion Financial application. Right. Just a count here, like the companies who are using Oracle ERP industry-wide, right? So this is account which is available as per the specific survey. However, the latest count is always going to be on a increasing side, right? So where multiple industry, 4,960 IT companies is using Oracle. Then you have computer software companies who like somewhere around 2,000 which are using Oracle Fusion Financials. Then you have financial services like banking, insurance sector, higher education, telecommunication, and all sector-wise companies effectively using Oracle ERP is available in terms of data here. Now, just a count here, just for understanding like various different companies who are using Oracle Fusion. So globally, around 86 countries it has its presence. Then you have here is United States. So this is a count of companies who are effectively using Oracle Fusion financial product in US, in UK, India, United Arab Emirates, Canada. Now the actual count can be always not less, more than that because of the reason of the ongoing implementation. So every other day a new implementation is done in terms of various companies and the data gets updated with that. But it's just for the reference purpose. These are the different counts of companies which are working in different countries who are using Oracle Fusion product. Now, let's talk about some of the key features and benefits of the product, right? So, in terms of the business user, what are the key benefits of this product? So, that is something which is important to understand. So, here one is the comprehensive functionality. Now, when we say comprehensive functionality, what does it mean, team? It means that it supports all financial operations seamlessly, enhancing the overall efficiency. Now, there may be different activities financially in a given business organization. Let's say supplier invoice processing, customer invoice processing, supplier payments, customer payments, employee payments, right? So, multiple different activities can be there as a part of the overall business processes. So the same one single application that supports all the business process from the financial perspective. Those are integrated process already available in the application. And depending upon the needs and requirements of the business, these functionality can be configured and utilized. Second one is advanced analytics. So this is very important point in terms of the reporting that each and every business will be requiring various kind of reports on a day-to-day basis in the internally as well as externally, and one of the effective usage of reporting is decision making. So the tool provides or the product provides robust reporting tools for the better decision making to have more insights on the financial activities that is going across the organization. Then AI and machine learning. So the product is at par with the latest developments in terms of artificial intelligence and machine learning functionality, which means that any new additions in terms of AI, in terms of machine learning that can be integrated with the various business processes is now available in the application. And this is an ongoing process, right? Any new changes which are coming in time to time, Oracle also brings those changes in the application so that the seamless user experience can be provided to the business. Now, global compliance support, that is also very effective in terms of various businesses from the user perspective, that whatever activities which is being done in the application should be in compliant with the applicable accounting standards. Now, you see here, it's a global application. Maybe the case that region to region different accounting standards are followed, right? In India, let's say it's different, in US it's different. So in that case, the application which is being used should be capable enough to comply with all the applicable accounting standard, all the statutory laws. So this is something which is made sure within the application. And ultimately, last and not the least, here is enhanced user experience, which means that the application should be there in a way where the user should be having an ease to use the application. So it's a web-based application, completely user friendly application, and ultimately when application is user friendly, that is going to improve the usability, right? More and more people would be looking into using this application, and user satisfaction will be there, right? So why this is important here? Because if you compare with the other application, if you compare with the previous version, those were not at all user friendly. Those are more into process oriented, where processes were there as a part of the application, but less emphasis was done on the user satisfaction in improving the user experience. But due care has been taken in Oracle Fusion Financials over this important feature. Now, some of the other features, to just these features is going to help you to deep dive into the overall understanding about Oracle Fusion. So the organization who's developed Oracle Corporation, US-based tech company, deployment mode or deployment model here is cloud-based. So it's a cloud-based application which is there. It means just you need an internet connectivity, a device, and then based on the credentials. So just like you sign into Facebook, sign into Instagram, sign into any e-commerce website, the same way here you have the URL, you have the credentials, ID, and password. You use the same to use the application. So on the very first day, there is no installation, nothing needs to be done. Just you need the user credentials and the URL to use the application. Now, second thing here is deployment model. Deployment model means in terms of deployment, what kind of services is provided by Oracle is a software as a service. It means Oracle has developed a software, it is providing you software as a service, and against that service, it is charging some subscription. That is how it works. Now, very important, who is responsible for maintenance and upgrade of this application? So it is always Oracle who is going to maintain this application, which in terms ensures that highest maintenance standards which are globally there, which are used or deployed by Oracle, right? And also from the business perspective, business need not to spend additional cost on the application maintenance as it is already taken care by Oracle. Correct. So any upgrades, any changes, any bugs, everything is done is fixed by Oracle itself. So there is no additional cost which is there on the business to make sure they have a separate maintenance team, right? Which was there in the previous versions and all. Now installation, it's a web-based application, cloud-based application, no separate installation is required. Cost, very important, which makes this as the preferred software application among mid-size and large-size business organization is lower cost, right? So pay as you use basis. So nowadays you see the pretty much common thing which is going across the world in terms of various things is subscription-based services. So whatever a business requires, subscribe to those services, use those services, only pay for those services, which was not the case in the previous version, where you have to pay a heavy cost to just procure a software license, even though you don't require something that was also included in the package. That was how it was done previously, the part of the old practice. But now it is pay as you use basis, means subscription based services, whatever you require, subscribe those services, and then you'll be able to use that. Now, user-friendly perspective, as the interface are web-based, more user-friendly, more due care has been taken here in terms of enhancing the user experience here. Deployment timeline. This is something very important team in terms of the consultant. So in comparison to the previous versions of Oracle or previous uh, software applications that were available in the market where the deployment or usage time was in years, 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, but now it has been reduced to 3 to 4 months. Means within 3 to 4 months, the application can be deployed in a given business organization, and that is what makes the product more preferred in terms of various business organization, and that is where the scope of work increases, and that is where various business opportunities come to the in terms of Oracle Fusion Financial Consultant, right? Now, another point here is integration. Integration means is the application is capable of being integrated with any third party application, right? So let's say for example, if I'm using the application here, Oracle Fusion, and is there's any external application that is also used by the business, so is my application or my software is capable enough to interact with the other application? Answer is yes. This is something which is possible, less complicated, because now dedicated integration tools has been designed to make sure integration can be done with the minimum effort. Now, customization, that is also something important here that we should be covering here. Is this application is customizable? It is less customizable. So the answer here is it is less customizable because of the reason the application has been developed keeping in mind the global business practices. And in order to bring a uniformity in terms of various global business practices, the application is developed by deploying the uh, global business processes, the global standards of processes in the application has been deployed, and then the need or the requirement of customizing the application as per the processes is less now, right? Which means that all the given solutions which are applicable to the various industries are already available in the application. So that is where there is no or very minimum requirement to change the application or to customize the application as such. Scalability means if the business grows in terms of requirements, business processes, employees, and all. So, is the application capable of scalable on a higher side? Answer is yes. This can be done. It's an easy as a part of the easy process. And then last and not the least, the data security aspect. So if the data is maintained on cloud, who's responsible for maintaining the data security? It is always Oracle who's responsible. Business need not to worry on that part. And Oracle follows the latest updated standards in terms of the data security, which makes sure there is no breach of data. Confidential data is stored in an encrypted manner by Oracle in the Oracle database. Right. So these are some of the key features of Oracle Fusion so that it helps us to understand that how the product works and what are the key features here. Now, with this team, let me take you through a screenshot here, which actually reflects how the application ERP application looks like. So if you see here, one single application Oracle, which is mentioned here. It has financial, it has enterprise contract, customer loyalty, compensation. Then it has Fusion Accounting Hub, human capital management, order management, procurement. What are these? These are different subject areas which are related to various business processes. So all the financial activities are done in this financial subject area. All the human capital done in this particular subject area. All the procurement related activities are done in the subject area, and that is why it is called an ERP application, where within one single umbrella you get all the business processes available. Now, as a business, if you want a specific subject area, then you need to just pay for the specific area. Others you'll need not to pay, right? So pay as you use basis. So only whatever services you are using in a given application, you just have to pay for that only. Now, Uh, just just here, the segmentation of various business areas into various components here. So if you see when we talk about the financial management, right? So within financial management also we have different subject areas like supply related activity, customer related activity, banking related activity. So what has been done here within the application is the overall subject area has been divided into multiple subject areas, or we call it as modules, right? So Let's say, for example, under financial, we have general ledger where all the accounting related aspect has been taken care. Then we have accounts payable where all the supplier related aspects, supply invoicing payments is taken care. Asset management where the fixed asset related aspect is taken care. Then you have accounts receivable where customer related aspect is taken care. Cash and expense management where banking related or employee expense related aspect is taken care. Right. So these individual subject areas are called modules, and all the business process which are specific to these subject areas are maintained in this specific modules only. Same way with the human capital management, same way with the supply chain procurement portfolio management. So this is how the overall application look like, where it has multiple subject areas, and with these subject areas are further divided into different modules. Now, let me give you some details on the subject area within finance, right? When we talk about the financial suite, so what are the different modules that we have and how it is divided into the application. So within the application, we differentiate the modules into two parts. One is the core modules. Core modules are those modules which you are going to see in every business, right? So in each and every business, these are going to be the common modules. But along with that, there can be some other modules which, based on requirements, can be deployed or can be utilized by the business, right? So, for example, here under core modules, we have general ledger where all the accounting information is maintained. Then we have accounts payables for supplier activities. Then we have fixed asset for depreciation and fixed asset, accounts receivable for customer and revenue related transaction, and cash management for the banking related transaction. Whereas the other modules or additional modules includes intercompany, where multiple companies are financially interacting with each other, which are like financially related companies like subsidiary parents or subsidiary companies or subsidiary parents or management, lease, joint venture, and multiple other modules. We have it as a part of other modules which are available. And even if any new modules are there, those are also introduced on a timely basis. Right. Now, team, with this, let me move to the next part here. So this is just a pictorial representation of how the modules are integrated within financials, right? So what we have here is we have general ledger where all the accounting related aspects are maintained. Then we have various other modules like assets, payables, cash management, receivable, collection expenses. So each and every financial transactions which are done into these modules team, those are going to result into the accounting. Those accounting will be transferred and it will be maintained in the general ledger. So ultimately at the GL or the general ledger module level, what you'll be able to do, you'll be able to generate various reports like trial balance report. Even your financial statements will be generated at the GL level, where you can generate multiple different types of reports looking into the balances on in terms of various accounting. Now, let me move to the next part of this session where we will understand what are the modules covered in this course or what is the detailed scope of training here in this training session. So what we'll be covering, we'll be covering all the core modules here, including your general ledger, accounts payable, fixed asset, account receivable, and cash management team. Now, the important aspect that we need to understand here is it something we'll be understanding in terms of only functionalities, where we'll be understanding if there is a supply related activity like supply invoice and payment. So is it something we'll be covering only in supply invoice and payment? Answer is no. We'll be covering two aspects, is how to build the application from the scratch. When I say build the application, that means how to configure an application right from the scratch, which means that how to do general ledger configuration, how to do table configuration, how to do fixed asset configuration, receivable and cash management configuration, and that too in line with the various business requirement. Means the approach that we are going to follow here is going to be a real life implementation, how we actually do, or in a given business scenario, how we work on the solution of for a given business organization, how the solutions are created, what are the best practices that are deployed, right? So all those will be covered here. A systematic approach will be followed here to look into the configuration aspect as well as the training aspect, where the uh, detailed in-depth detailed functionality will be explored, that how to use the functionality. So if I can summarize here, it is going to be the configuration related aspect, it is going to be functionality aspect, both will be covered here. And that too, as per the Oracle methodology, that how what you're going to actually use in a given business scenario, so it is all going to be at par with that. The next thing here is it going to be a theoretical based training program, or it is going to be a practical based program? So it is going to be 100% practical oriented training program, where during the training sessions we'll be accessing the application on a real time basis, doing the configurations on a real time basis, and testing the functionalities on a real-time basis, right? So all this will be done on in a daily manner, practical based approach on a daily basis. Will be using the application, and also the offline. Offline means after the session, the access will be provided to all the students, where they can practice the same approach in the which is covered in the class. Then, apart from these modules, what are the other aspects that we'll be covering here? So these are more specific, not only like financial specific, more application specific content that we'll be covering here. So we'll be looking into the security aspect, how to maintain the security in the application, identity manager, how to create the user accounts, approvals, how to generate the approval rules for any transaction, spreadsheet data loader, file-based data loader. So these using these approaches, will be having an understanding how to use the Excel templates to upload the data into the application. Then we'll be talking about some of the reporting tools, where we'll be talking about the BI Publisher tool, which is a reporting tool, and specifically we'll be having a deep dive into a tool called OTBI tool for generating the customer reports. And also we'll be looking into some of the AI-based features, which are at par with the latest available enhancement in the AI technology, which is already there in the application. So these all are the things that we'll be covering in this training program. So hope this is fine, team here. Now, let me give you a brief about the work profile. So we understand now what is the ERP concept. Now you understand what is the scope of training, what we are going to cover as a part of this training program. So what is the outcome? What is the expectation in terms of various job profiles, in terms of various opportunities team that we can expect after the completion of this training program? So here what I have done, I have divided the job profiles on the basis of different roles and work profiles, right? So briefly, we can divide the roles into three categories. One is the functional team. Functional team means the team who is responsible in terms of Oracle consulting, in terms of implementing the project, in terms of demonstration of various functionalities, implementing various solutions which are business specific. Oracle technical team can become a part of the technical team in terms of configuration. So how to do the configuration of, or how to prepare an application right from the scratch. So that is something where we have a role of technical team. And the third one is end user. So even we can look into a role as an end user or in a given business organization. So means those business organization who are actually using the Oracle, so they need various users to support their business activities. So that is also where we have the role of an end user, right? So you can become a part of the consulting team to implement Oracle for the businesses. You can become a part of the end user team, where you can actually use the application on behalf of the business, right? Now, when we talk about the roles, these roles can be further divided into various profiles. One is implementation consultant. So implementation consultant means a consultant who is well trained on the Oracle product, who can become a part of the consulting companies, where you actually implement the product for various other businesses, right? So same way with the support also, where you can provide support related activities for related to this product. And nowadays we have a third profile, which is testing, where the specific or individual consultants hired for the purpose of testing the application, whether the application is working as per the business requirements or not, right? So these are brief in terms of work profile and roles that we can expect once the training program is done. Now, we'll be having a detailed discussion on that also in the upcoming sessions, right? So it is going to give you more understanding how the roles or the work profiles work in terms of Oracle consulting. Now, just a brief of various companies involved in the execution of the product. So, product selling company here is Oracle Corporation, who has developed and deployed the product. Then we have service providers, which has multiple companies who are partnered with Oracles, who are expertise in industry-wide solutions. So, these are the companies who actually implement the product for the any given business organization, right? So, we have the Force here, Oracle Consulting itself here. We have IBM, Infosys, and multiple other players. So, more than 100 players are there who are actually the service providers, and not only in India but globally, they have their presence. Now, team, with this, let me give you a brief on the training plan that how we are planning to execute this training plan. So, as a part of the training plan, we'll start with the basics and the general ledger. So, we are going to cover from within the next 3 weeks. Then we'll start with the accounts payable from 3 to 6 weeks, and then week 6 to 9 is going to be accounts receivable, cash management week 10, fixed asset week 11 to 13, and system administrator training, security related aspect and all within week 14. Right. So overall, this is going to be a 3+ months training program, and more than 70 hours of content will be there. So on a daily basis, we'll be connecting, and practical based training approach will be utilized here. Sorry. All right. So a brief on the training objectives, especially for the freshers and experienced students. So when you're looking for the objective, like what is going to be the objective of this training, what we are going to achieve. So some details on that part also. So for the freshers, especially as a fresher, if you are willing to start your career or develop your career in the IT sector, you're willing to join the IT sector in terms of Oracle Fusion Financial. So this is where this training program is going to help you a lot, right? Then it is going to help you in terms of enhancing the knowledge on the product and experience in the ERP domain, right? So when we say knowledge of the product, means we'll be learning how to use the product, but also relevant experience will be shared on a practical base, means when we actually implement the product, what are the challenges that we face, what are the best business practices that are being adopted. So those things are also covered as a part of this training program, so that you can gain more and more experience, and as an output, this is important, as an output you are in a position to directly get deployed in a given product implementation, right? So that is something which is important here. And also for the experienced students who are either trained in the other ERP domain or who already have some previous experience in Oracle. So if you want to start your career in the IT sector or especially in ERP domain in Oracle, so that is where this training program is going to help you a lot. And in case we have students who want to switch from their existing role into Oracle Fusion Financial, many of the consultants we have where they are either working in some other domain, other subject area, and now they want to learn Oracle Fusion Financial and upskill themselves. And then that is also where this training program is going to help you a lot. So these are some brief objectives of the training that we have here. Now, important on this part, some of the course features and placement assistance that we are going to provide. So this is where why to choose Priortech, what is that we are going to offer you, right? So the overall duration of this training program is going to be 3+ months, means somewhere around 3.5 months. It is going to be there, right? Plus minus 1 week and all, right? More than 70 hours of training content will be there. That is going to be covered during this tenure. The official timing for this batch is Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. IST. That is going to be there. And what we are going to offer here is lifetime access to video recording. So this is going to be a very important point here. So each and every session, each and every live class will be recorded, and it will be uploaded on the same day on the official portal of Triotech. And these classes are going to have all the concept, all the configuration, all the functionality that we are going to discuss. So those will be available on a lifetime basis. So even on a later side, when you are working in any given project, any organization, and we need some assistance in terms of various functionalities, so that there you can refer these videos and effectively utilize the videos here, whatever you have learned during the class. Now, sorry, along with that, what we are going to help you out with is we are going to give you an access of the cloud instance for the next 5 months. So what is this? Whatever classes that we are going to have will be practical based, which means that we'll be using an Oracle Fusion financial application. We'll be doing all the configuration, we'll be doing all the practice there, as well as access will be provided to you guys also, all the students, so that offline also after the class also they can access the application there, do their own configuration and practice. Here the approach that we are going to follow is real time implementation, means how you, in a given business scenario, when the implementation is done, what are the stages of implementation, and uh, w- under each stage what are the activities that are taken care, what are the best business practices in terms of solution architect, means how the solutions are framed, what are the key considerations while developing the solution. So based on that the configurations are done. So the same approach we'll be following here in the class also, and same thing we'll be doing it here, so that it is going to make you ready for the actual deployment on the product. Correct. And for that you need the access, and that access is going to be provided for the next 5 months, so that every time you can use the same, do your offline practice, more practice is going to make you perfect in the application. Now, along with that, what we are going to give you, we're going to give you the access of Oracle repository for Oracle Fusion Financial. So this repository is going to contain all the theoretical notes, the latest updated notes on various functionality, various configurations, and each and every detail aspect related to the configuration and functionalities is going to be there as a part of Oracle repository, that too in a latest upgraded manner. So that is also going to be a lifetime access that we are going to provide you here. Now, in terms of the placement assistance, this is again important. So, one-to-one doubt assistance mode is that we follow. So, any doubts that you have, directly we can connect and we can work on those doubts, right? So, which is going to help you out in getting the maximum advantage out of this training program. Then the approach that we are going to use here, team, is real-time project assignments, means whatever the stages and steps which are followed during a project implementation, same will be followed here. And the expectation here is at least will be like from my end, I'll be completing one entire implementation cycle, and from your end also, the expectation is entire one application cycle should be completed in the given application. Now, along with that, our team will be helping you out in preparing the resumes, which is going to be at par with the industry standard. So that is where we have a team of experts who actually provide assistance here, so that you can secure the job in a timely manner, right? And also, our team is going to help you for the mock-up interview questions and answers, so that you can prepare yourself for the upcoming opportunities. And one of the important point here is this one, which is referral, full-time and freelancing opportunities, right? So what we have here in terms of TriTech Software Training Institute, as we have our presence since last more than 15 years. So we have tie-up with various business organizations which are involved in Oracle consulting. So what we have as a part of the tie-up, any new opportunities which are there available in the market from the respective organization, will be sharing those opportunities with you guys. You can apply for those opportunity, and the preferences given to the trained consultants of the biotech. But along with that, will not restrict ourselves there only. Along with that, any other opportunities which are available in the market in terms of our acquisition financial. So that is also something that we share on a regular basis with our students. We help them to apply for those opportunities. We help them to secure a job in those profiles. So that is where one-to-one support is provided from our team. So hope team, these course features and placement assistance are now clear. So in case you have any doubt, please post it in the Zoom chat, so that our team can take care of that part. Now, these are some quick referrals that we have from various candidates who are able to secure jobs. So this is something that you can even look from our official website. So sorry. Now, these are some of the organizations. There are students have successfully they were able to secure a job after the completion of the training program. But not only, I'll restrict here, there are multiple mid-size, small-size, and big-size companies in Oracle Consulting where our students are already working here. Now, team, something on the course fee and early bird offer. So, uh, the financial aspect here. So, the overall training program is around 25,000, but we have an ongoing early bird offer which is for today only. So this is going to be working in case you enroll by today, and you can avail the course for 22,999. And along with that, what the team is offering, we are offering you additional 2 months server access. The financial worth is 6,000. So total, we have 5 months of access. But if you enroll yourself as a part of the early bird offer team, you'll be able to secure 7 months access right from the beginning of the training program. For the next 7 months, you'll be having the access of the application so that you can use for train yourself to do the practice along with the training sessions that we are going to have, right? So that is going to be effective 7 month training access that you will be having here. But along with that, the video access are going to be lifetime access, right? Now, some of the FAQs, that is fine. Now, let me, in interest of the time, let me do one thing here. Let me go to the chat section here, and let me go through if you have any questions that are mentioned here. So,
Uh,
yeah,
yeah, sorry to interrupt, Abhishek. So before getting into questions, team, we have a small announcement. So as first of all, thank you each and everyone for taking your time to attend this session, and also thank you for the demo, Abhishek. So team, as Abhishek already mentioned, the course price is 25,000, but only for today. Like the people who are going to enroll today, you will be getting a early bird offer price that is 22,999 with 2 months additional server access. Basically, as part of the training program, you will be getting a 5 months of the Oracle server access. But who are going to enroll for today, you will be getting a 7 months of server access. So I request everyone who are interested, please do reach out to us on the displayed number, that is 8179563510, or else our team is also posting the payment link over the Zoom chat. You can just click on that link and you can complete the payment to avail this early bird offer price. So I just want to re-highlight the course features one more time. So basically, team, it's a 3 months training program. So daily, Monday to Friday, every day at morning 7 to 8 a.m. IST, you will be having a 1 hour live session. So the people who are from different countries, please check the time slot. It is 7 to 8 a.m. IST. And along with that, you will be getting a 5 months of the Oracle server access. And as we mentioned, the people who are going to enroll for today, you will be getting a 7 months of the server access. And everyday session will be recorded and uploaded to the portal. So whenever if you miss the session also, you can go through the recording. And you will be, after the enrollment, you will be giving with the support number. So whenever you have any issues after the session also, you can reach out to us over the WhatsApp or call. So dedicatedly one-to-one doubt assistance will be there. And once your training program has been completed, you will be assisted with the placements. So basically, it starts with the resume preparation. So as a fresher or as an experienced, how you can prepare the resume, how you can portray yourself in the interviews. So everything will be guided. And you will be assisted with the interview question and answers and also the materials for each and every module. And once after that, you will be taking the mock interviews as well. So it will be conducted with the real time interview panels. So basically, the real time trainers or the real time working professionals will be taking the mock interviews. So, and after that, if you can go through our Instagram channels and YouTube channels also, you can find our student success stories there and also our requirements posting. So basically, team, we do have a tie-ups with a lot of companies as we have in the market since 2015. So every day we'll be posting the requirements from our end, and also we'll be referring your profiles for the interview scheduling part. So this is how the training program has been designed. It's basically a end-to-end implementation training with the placement assistance. So the I request everyone who are interested to enroll, please do reach out to us or else clicking by the payment link over the chat to get yourself enrolled for the this program. So only for today we have this offer price that is 22,999 with 2 months additional server access. From tomorrow onwards, the price will be 25,000. And team, from tomorrow will be starting a regular sessions, and only for the enrolled participants will be sharing a new meeting link. So now I'm handing over to Abhishek that you can take up the questions.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Alrighty, so we have some questions here which are listed, so I'll try to address them one by one. So one of the question is the course length is 2.5 month or 3 plus months? So yes, the standard timeline is 2.5 months, but as you see within the scope of the training, we have a lot of modules which are covered along with the system admin aspect, right? So when what we do when we cover this topic, it takes some time, right? So standard timeline is 2.5, but based on my experience, so at least 3 months is something that I'll commit to you, that I need your 3 months for completing all the training aspects, including configuration, including the functional testing, including the system admin aspect, right? So that is based on that part, right? Otherwise standard timeline is 2.5, 1 hour on a daily basis. So what we also do here, so based on the availability of the students, sometimes what happens if the students are availability on weekends, we can have some long classes, but that is always subject to availability of all the students. So if that is there, then 2.5 months is an achievable time limit. Otherwise, somewhere around 3 months will be ending up, right? Uh, then, in terms of referrals, there's a question that do you provide referrals only in the companies in India or also in the US and other countries? So basically, in India first for sure. But along with that, if you have any other global requirement where the business is looking for Oracle Fusion Financial Consultants, so that is also where we share the referrals to you. And whenever we receive the requirement from any of the partnered companies where which with whom we are linked with, so definitely we'll be sharing those also, right? So it's not only one region specific, so depending on multiple regions if we have to requirements, then yes, we'll be sharing with you on first preference. All right. So next question is, what is the difference between the functional and the technical role? Didn't get that point. So basically, when you look into the Oracle consulting, there are two roles we have. One is the functional, which is techno-functional. Techno-functional in the sense like one the consultant who's involved in the Oracle consulting, who knows how to develop the application, who knows how to configure the solutions and business functionality. So and how to present it to the business to in the course of the actual implementation of a product, right? So that is where the functional role comes into picture, where we have the other role which is purely technical, right? Purely technical means which are more on the coding side, more in the report developments, integration developments, and those things, right? So the role that we are talking here is going to be techno-functional because we'll not be talking about codings and all. We'll be talking about how, as a functional consultant, we will be implementing this product where we can configure the product, we can deliver the business solutions, we can make sure the best business practices are followed. So all those aspects are going to be covered here, right? Now, are we going to cover the BI report here? So, as you know, the BI report. So, those who are familiar with the BI tool, BI tool is more on the SQL based, means coding based, right? So, we'll be having an overview of that, but no specific trainings will be given on that part in terms of like how to do codings and all. Uh, but there is a tool which is called OTBI, Oracle Transaction Business Intelligence Tool, which is no coding based, right? Still a tool which can be used for developing advanced reports and all. So that is something which will be covered in detail here, right? Technical aspect means SQL. Technical aspect means SQL, but here in this specific context that we are talking, the technical terms will be the configuration part, right? So where no SQL will be used, but configuration aspect will be covering here. The reason of separately mentioning that, because of the reason, generally when you talk about the functional team, that is more related functionality oriented, how to relate use various functionality. But as a part of the training, we will not be restricting ourselves only with the functionality. We will be focusing on developing the application right from the scratch. Developing means the configuration aspect in terms of various business requirements. Right. Now you have an experience of 10 plus years in finance industry, but no, not having the finance background, right? So are we going to cover the finance in terms of like accounting entries and all? So normally what happens is like when we start from the beginning, we do cover some of the financial related aspect, but not specifically we'll be deep diving into the accounting aspect, like what are the accounting rules and all. So that is where I'll always suggest to my students that if you don't have the accounting background and all, do put some put some efforts to learn the accounting aspects from your end also, because as a part of the training program we are going to discuss the accounting, how the accountings are done, what are the accounting entries generated and all. So those things we are going to discuss here. But it does require some accounting background information. So if you don't have an accounting background, please do spare some time to learn about how the accounting works in real life instances, and that is going to help you to understand these aspects here. Uh, Again, we have a question here. Is training material provided? Are you also going to cover the technical topics? So, one is yes, as a part of the training material, we'll be giving you the access of the Oracle repository. That repository is going to have in-depth training material. That material can be used for clearing all your theoretical aspects, as well as in case you are preparing for the Oracle certification. So that is also this training material is going to be helpful, right? But it's not going to be a document kind of thing that we'll be giving you. We have a dedicated website from Oracle where all these details are mentioned. All the theoretical notes are there. So I'll be sharing with you that how to access that, how to find out the relevant material, and how to use that. So you can download it from there also. That is going to. Now, are you going to cover the technical aspects? Not in terms of coding and SQL, we're not going to cover that, but any technical aspects in terms of configuration or in terms of we have something called FBDI spreadsheet. We have the spreadsheet where some installations and those things are required, Excel add-ins and all. So those things will be covering here. Right. Along with that, this is not going to be on a purely technical side, but approval rules and something, those things are there where it requires detailed understanding. So those things will be coming here as a part of the training program, but nothing in terms of the SQLs and all. Uh, LMS portal is a lifetime access. So lifetime access you'll be having for the recordings. So each and every session will be recorded from our end, and it will be uploaded on the same day on the official portal of the Tritech, and that access will be shared with you so that you can access the videos. And along with that, we'll be having the access of the server. The server is going to be 5 months access. Along with that, additional 2 months if you enroll as a part of our Libert offer. So that kind of access we'll be having. Then repository access is again a lifetime access, so you can access anytime, anywhere. Additional module revenue, like revenue intercompany, I'm interested in learning those courses. So yes, additional modules will not be covered as a part of this training program. But if you're looking for additional module training also, please connect with the admin team. They'll be able to help you out in that case. There's another module which is called subledger accounting between general ledger and other modules. What is that? So it's not a specific module as such. Subledger accounting means the mechanism of deriving the accounting entries from the subledgers to the general ledger. So that is something we'll be discussing here. It will be covered, but it's not a separate module. It's a part of the overall accounting aspect only. So we'll be covering this one. Uh, Uh, there are other segments Kumar was showing, such as product project management. Is there a separate training? What if I want to learn those stuff? Right. So this project management is altogether a separate track. Similarly, we have procurement and supply chain as a separate track. Human capital as a separate track. So different training batches are there for these subject areas. What we'll be specifically focusing on in this training program is the financial related modules, right? Any additional module that we would like to learn, please connect with the admin team. They'll be able to help you out in that. Beyond 7 months, so in case generally 7 month access will be there, but apart from that, if for any specific requirement you need more access, then yes, you can request for those access directly with the admin team, and they'll be able to provide you with that. Okay, let me go through some more questions here. Any leads from where to learn the basic topics? Anna? Sure, that is something I can share with you, no problem. uh, what we are being taught in this course will be enough to secure a job. Okay. So basically what happens is, let me give you an insight how it works in a real instance. So whenever you join any given business organization, let's say you are joining as a fresher, right? Normally what business any company does, let's say you're joining any consulting company. So what they does, they spend some time, like 3 months, 6 months, they'll be spending not 6 months exactly, somewhere around 2 to 3 months they spend to train the consultant, right, before making them ready for to be deployed on any given project, right? But nowadays, as you see, the market is really booming up, right? More and more business, any given consulting company has more businesses to be implemented, right? So in that case, what happens if they are able to find a consultant who's already has the knowledge of the Oracle Fusion Financial, who already knows how to uh, configure an application, how to derive the solutions, and how to implement a project, right? That is where this makes the profile more preferred in terms of a given organization, because in that case the organization need not to spend much time on their internal training and all. They are in a position to readily deploy with minimum in a minimum time frame, right? So that is where the course has been designed in such a way that after the training program, the consultant is in a position to directly be recruited on a project, right? Whether it's a support or implementation project. So yes, this training program is going to be helpful in that aspect in securing a job, and that is the overall objective of this training program. Now there are some module aspects which are not covered, so only core modules or all will be covered. Additional modules will not be covered. Now you see, when I say core modules, so I have specifically mentioned that these are the core modules which will be there in all the projects, right? Any business implementation you do, there these the presence of these modules will be there. However, additional modules are those where project to project these modules will be covered, right? So that is where, or later also, once you have the understanding of the core modules, you can explore the additional modules option also, right? But initially, core is the most important modules that you need to explore here, or you need to understand how this can be done. Can I pay by credit card? Please connect with the admin team. They'll give you all the options available for the payment. Is okay. As this training program will help to apply for the techno functional, right? Generally, you'll be having these kind of profiles only techno functional in terms of configuration and all. Normally, the profiles are not there where you should be presenting as a functional consultant. Then also you should be working as a technical consultant, background skill and all. Normally, those are not there because specifically in this field of financial consultants, you'll see more candidates in terms who are done MBAs or who are done their bachelor degrees in or master degrees in commerce or who are chartered accountants and all, right? So there you'll be seeing more on the functional side, lesser on the technical side. On the technical side, it's more going to be the one who are on the engineering side and all. However, uh, when you gain enough experience, definitely you can explore that area also. So with time, you will be able to get that part also, right? All right, then we have, will you be able to provide the SQL table names, etc., or the basic? Uh, okay, so we'll not be discussing specific the SQL part and all. However, I can give you the repository links where all the table names and everything has been mentioned, so that in case you have some technical expertise and you want to explore that part, that is also something we'll be able to cover, right? From the understanding perspective, yes, but no dedicated sessions will be there because in that case it will be a too lengthy program in itself. All right, so almost all the queries has been addressed here. So in case still you have any queries, team, feel free to connect with the admin team, share your query, and admin team along with me will be on a timely basis will resolve those queries. And from tomorrow, we'll be starting the regular classes. So please make sure you have completed your enrollment. And once your enrollment is done, the admin team is going to share the updated meeting link with you, right?
Yeah, team. So if you have any questions related to the subject or related to the training program, you can feel free to reach out to us on the number 8179563510, or you can also fill the Google form so that we can reach out to you and we can discuss on the further enrollment plan. So I would request everyone to please do reach out to us and get yourself enrolled today to avail this early bird offer price. So let's connect back tomorrow, team. Thank you. Thank you,
Thank you,
everyone.
team. Thanks for joining. Have a great day.